Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're going to be doing some quick analysis on HYLIION stock, or ticker symbol HYLN. And over the past week or so, we've seen some pretty rough decreases in the stock price. And I wanted to just do a brief overview of some of the technical levels that we were hitting, as well as where I see the stock price in the future. So if you get any help or info from this video, please consider hitting that like button and smashing that juicy red subscribe button. And let's get into the video. Over the past week or so, even more, our stock has taken a fat dump on itself, and it is now lying in the $26 to $27 price range. And for a lot of people who were consistently averaging down their costs and buying along this decrease in the stock price, they're still getting hit hard. Even if you tried to average down your costs throughout this in hopes that the price was becoming more and more undervalued, they're still getting hit. And the reason why I think that this stock has not yet hit a bottom yet is because we're in the middle of the 618 and 786 Fibonacci retracement levels. And if you don't know what that means, pretty much I took the Fibonacci retracement tool, I dragged it down to the bottom of where the stock started originally, and dragged it up to the top to get some key levels of support and resistance. And this is modeling the general trend term of this wave. So if we're looking in terms of wave theory, pretty much if we go to an Elliott impulse wave, we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a really bad wave 5, which is what a lot of traders were hoping for this to extend into some upper regions. But unfortunately, all we got was about $54. And now, if we look a little bit at this resulting price action, we can see an A, B, C correction coming. And the thing is, we do not know where this C wave will end. And I'm predicting that it will end somewhere in between the 786 and the 618 level. And on October 8th and 9th, we kind of had a slight bounce over here in the stock price, which I think represents the B wave of the correction. Okay, now we are at the hourly chart of what we were looking at previously on the daily. And if we zoom into this price action that we saw, and specifically this ABC correction, we can analyze what types of Fibonacci levels that this downtrend is respecting and which levels it is not. So on the wave down, we hit a pretty solid support line at the 618 level, which is pretty expected and what we should see in this kind of price action. And then we came up to the 0.5 line. And if we zoom in on this, we can get a better look on the price action. So to clarify, this green line is the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and this is the 618. So we bounced off the A at the 618, came up for the B and hit the 0.5 line, and now we're coming down for the C, and we already broke through the 618 support, and that is not good. So I'm expecting to see some possible more downside to complete the C wave, and then we can finally get the positive price action that we need. And here, if we zoom in on the 1 minute time frame of this chart, we can see that this increase in the stock price from about roughly $30 to its high of 34.43, about this sharp increase. We haven't seen this for a while in HYLIION. This hasn't been seen in a while. But unfortunately, I believe this is the B wave, and we did not really get that much significant price action. And shortly after it increased, we saw a sharp price decrease. And now it just keeps on going. It doesn't stop. This price does not know when to stop decreasing. So in that term, let's zoom back to the hourly. And so in other words, we do not really know where the C wave is going to end. And my prediction would be that hopefully it does not come down to the 20.47 line or the 786 line, but it rather stops somewhere in between these two Fibonacci levels. And overall, the reason why we're using these levels is because we treat this whole thing as a wave 1 this whole increase is a wave 1, and now we're coming down for a 2, and we're looking to go up for a 3 in the future. So to put that in more clear terms, if that didn't make any sense, let's draw out the pattern. So we take this whole wave and we're up for a 1, and when we stop this ABC correction, we're coming down for a 2, and hopefully in the future we come up for a 3 again, and that's what we're looking for. Once this correction stops, we should see some upside in the stock that's justified, and will not have sharp bounces like this and then just keep decreasing. So that's my current update on HYLIION stock in terms of wave theory and Fibonacci retracement levels. So now if we go back to the daily and we disregard all of the Fibonacci analysis and the Fibonacci support and resistance levels, we can just look at some basic indicators on the daily chart to see how our price is doing in terms of these indicators. So if we look at, first of all, the MACD, this does not look really good. We have a lot of bearish momentum as the histogram points, as well as these exponential moving averages. And so pretty much in order for the MACD to tell us that something good is going to happen to the stock, we need for these lines to cross somewhere. And once we see that cross over here, then we can say the stock finally has some bullish momentum. But as of right now, we do not really see that. So we kind of have to wait for the MACD indicator to cross if we want to use this to point to some positive price action. But in addition, we can look at the stochastic RSI, and we can see that this stock has been consistently in the oversold region. As if any of you don't know, pretty much any value of the stochastic RSI under 20, as marked by this line over here, is considered oversold. And as you can see right now, we are in that region. This stock is apparently pretty oversold. And to further support this claim, we can look at the RSI. And the RSI itself is not in the oversold region because we have not gone down under this 30 level mark. But as we can see, if we draw a line around 50 for the RSI, we can see that this price originally was kind of stabilized above this 50 level mark. And for those of you who don't know much about RSI, stocks in an uptrend will tend to stay above this 50 level mark, and any dips below will pretty much be corrected to go above the 50. But anything under the RSI of 50 is considered a downtrend, especially if it stays consistently in under 50 over a certain amount of time. And as you can see, recently we did break under this 50, and we've been staying there. So according to the RSI, our stock is officially in a downtrend and has a lot of bearish momentum, just like the MACD is saying. And if we use all these indicators combined, what we can get is that obviously this price is in a downtrend. As you can see, we don't even have to look at these indicators to know this price and HYLIION stock is not doing so well. But hopefully the stochastic RSI, once we see some possible buying pressure after it hits some key support line, we can see it escape from this oversold region, and hopefully we see some positive price action, and possibly once we see this bullish cross in the MACD, then we know that the ABC correction that I mentioned earlier has officially ended, and we are going to start the gradual uptrend that a lot of HYLIION investors have been waiting for a while. Meanwhile, while we are in this downtrend, I did some day trading for put options to try to take advantage of this stock price taking my money originally while we were on this uptrend. So I'm kind of getting back at it by taking advantage of the downtrend. And I'll show you a brief clip of how I did that in terms of day trading and option trading. So currently I am day trading puts on HYLIION, as when it opened this morning, it broke below this 33 Fibonacci retracement level. And once I saw that it did that, I knew that this stock price was going to go down and down until it probably hits this $27 level mark. And as we can see, it is around 7:30 a.m. right now. And the stock price has just continuously gone down over and over again. And I'm on the 1 minute chart watching the stock price as it goes. And around this point in the stock, I bought a put, a $30 put, this one right here, at $1.10. So I'm currently up 50% on my trade. And I know this is not a lot of puts that I'm buying. I just bought one, but I'm pretty much just trying to test out this price action and seeing how can I take advantage of it with some day trading and indicators and basic Fibonacci levels. And currently it is working out pretty well. Um, and the basic indicators I'm using obviously are the MACD and the RSI. And the reason why I marked this 50 point mark on the RSI is because any points above this 50 level mark, if the RSI is staying above that area, it means we're in a general uptrend. But as you can see, pretty much the entire RSI, as we look across the chart, has been recently under this 50 level mark. So it means obviously we're in a downtrend, and as long as this RSI stays under this level, we can safely say that this stock price will keep going down until we see some trend reversal or some price action. And all we have to do for now is just watch the stock price tank and tank, and watch our profits on this put go up. So I just wanted to keep a brief update on what I was doing this morning as I saw HYLION drop below this key Fibonacci level. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. And in the future, for this channel, we'll be starting to look at other stocks other than HYLION, such as Tesla and VLDR. And because, for example, in Tesla, I do see a very bullish formation coming, and I will talk about the technicals in a later video. And as well as just other stocks in general are just better than HYLION right now, at least in terms of investors' viewpoint, because HYLION needs time to cool down and hit a solid support level. And I just don't think that it's worth the time and energy right now to focus entirely on HYLION. So we'll be talking about other stocks that I think that have a lot of potential in the short term. So if you want to keep updated on that, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment on what stocks you think I should go over and what stocks you're looking at right now. Okay, thank you.